start boxing?
When I first stepped into a gym, I was 8 years old. It was always been in my blood, and my family, two things run in the blood, as music and boxing. And honestly, I leaned a little bit more into the boxing because I like, I like to take it in my own hands. And I always been a fighter. I grew up in Mexico for like 3 years, and I was being on the street fighting. And my dad, he kind of put me to the side, and he kind of saw that I had the fire in me. I was trying to like cause trouble. I was trying to get into fights. So he took me to Oscar De La Hoya gym, and it started from there. And as soon as you put on those gloves and you think you're gonna quit boxing, you always have the little itch. It's always behind your head, So I was like, I couldn't stop dreaming about it. I told my pops about it. I quit my day job, and we went full on into the pros.
And did you have any challenges growing up as far as, obstacles trying to do school, family, boxing?
Well, where I grew up you're born into obstacles, There's always something getting on the way. But I have a good support system, so they help me overcome any situation. And if I had a job, I told my pops, I want to go into boxing, I'll have a part-time job. But he put me to the side and he told me, if we're going to do this, you're going to do this full on, and we're going to make something happen. So quit your job and give you 3 years to see what you're doing. And the second year, we got signed. So I think it's going pretty good. I was working like 2 jobs, and you paying bills, and my parents feel like a little help and stuff like that. But we took that risk. We're like, we'll be uncomfortable for a while, and let's try it out a dream, and it's going pretty well.
Yeah. And how was your record in the streets?
I lost count, man. Honestly, we had a USA book, it'd probably be filled with it, but as of now, no count.
Do you have a message that you want to send to the amateur fighters, to the fans? I do want you to send a message to the amateur fighters, actually.
Well, to other amateur fighters, man, all I gotta say is believe in yourself, surround yourself with people with the same vision as you, and just stay in the gym. Stay in the gym and lock yourself in on the dream you have, and you'll get there. Hard work always pays off, and you could see if you have goals set for yourself, you'll get there.
And during that time, obviously you were in Oscar De La Hoya's gym. Was that the fighter you looked up to, or someone else?
I mean, growing up in the house, they bring up Oscar De La Hoya, Chavez, Salvador Sanchez, those big names. Right. But some guy that I look up to, it was Romero Páez, because I like how he made a show at everything. It was just only boxing. He kind of broke the fourth wall with the people. It's kind of like they brought him in with them in the ring, and people will enjoy his fights, So when my dad is a fanatic with boxing, so he would always put tape on the TV, and if it wasn't Chavez, it was Oscar, it wasn't Oscars, those big names. But as soon as he put Romero Páez, I don't know what he did, his style gravitated me towards him.
And I've noticed you bring a lot of excitement, not only in the ring with your punches, you're a great fighter, but also outside, what you have to do to kind of bring that excitement to boxing. I see you jump on the ropes and lay down, or I don't know what you do.
Oh, that's actually paying homage to, actually when I was in Mexico, I was a big Lucha Libre fan, right? So when I came back from Mexico, my brother's like, let me show you something, there's something similar to Lucha Libre, but a little bit more entertaining, and he showed me WWE. So when I got over here, I couldn't identify with anything, so I was you're lost with an image, and I saw Eddie Guerrero. I saw him, and as soon as I saw him representing Mexico and doing all this reckless stuff, it gravitated me towards him, and that's his the way he celebrates. So I kind of added that to my boxing.
You never think, oh my God, I'm gonna fall over one of these?
Nah, honestly, I feel comfortable. I kind of at the gym, I always jump into the corner, practicing. Yeah, it's not hard to do. Just kicking your feet up.
Do you like to study the styles, and what do you have you gotten like parts of the style of your boxing idols?
Well, my coach, he's a big part of that, Don Chuy. He's a big part of that, of incorporating different styles. He likes the old school style, like Mantequilla Nápoles style, like slip and punch, and being very articulate with punches. And yeah, mostly I like to incorporate certain stuff, but I like to put him in to kind of pick his brain about it. What do you think about this punch or this style? And we kind of like manage, you know, what we select to put into our boxing.
Yeah, because back then, the training was, they go in the gym, jump rope, and speed bag, heavy bag,
Yeah.
gobernadora, the hand, what do you call
The mitts,
the mitts,
manoplas.
and running, and that's it. Today there's strength and conditioning and nutritionist and a lot of even the weightlifting. I mean, for boxing, but do you think this all new technologies have made better or stronger boxers?
I think it just depends how you manage it, right? How you add it to if you overdo it, anything that you overdo will probably like take a toll. But in our gym, it's all old school, man. Like we do my manager Junior, he helps me out with strength and conditioning. Don Chuy, he's very old school, so like very simple. Like we do mitts, bag, and sparring. But he likes to like we have a one-on-one time and go over plans all the time. I was picking my brain, I was picking his brain, and I think that's what makes us strong. We always go over everything.
Yeah. And how about your style? Are you a brawler? Are you a fighter? Or
I feel like I'm a little bit of everything. Yeah, I'm a technician. I like to work the outside and stick to my jab. But these fights that these fighters been putting against us, like they haven't allowed me almost to use that ability. So we're kind of like on the mid-range, toe-to-toe type fight right now.
yeah. Even though the other guy is not better than you, maybe he has a style
Yeah.
that goes against yours.
And it's not really like styles. I feel like it's when they're awkward. Well, you don't know where the punch is coming from. They don't have like that like traditional boxing style, like the Navarrete type style, the Venado Lopez type style. Like they're like wild and because when they're technicians, I always have something for them. Like they want to work distance, he's going the inside, mid range. If they want to be toe to toe, I just when I take out I become a technician. So of course there's some difficulties here and there, but we adjust. We train for that. Styles make fights.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Yeah, man. And I know somewhere along the way, this I was gonna be that one fighter that was made for you, and we're ready. We're more than ready when that comes around. We'll take it head on.
Yeah.
And I hate to bring this up so fast because I wanted to go back, how you started, but you're taking, a tough fight really early on in your career. Your upcoming fight, April 14th against Dan Ochoa. I give both of you guys respect for taking that fight because to everyone, to LA, that's a big fight. It's a big fight.
No, and I like that. I like that. Me, I was born under pressure, so like to me, it's like I like that pressure when they know that people are pulling up to the fights and there's like so they say that it's one of the hardest fights I'm gonna have. But to me, I feel like it's not really a challenge. To me, I feel like I'll get him out of there in 3, honestly. Like. But me, like I'll take any challenge. Any challenge that he says is gonna be a challenge, I like taking big fights, and I want to change boxing. I don't want to be that guy that goes around and trying to dodge competition. I want to take our competitions head on. Yeah. People want to see exciting fights, and I know people might not recommend like having this type of fights early in your career, but I feel like I got it. Like I mean, my confidence is not only just coming from me; it comes from people around me, the people, the support system behind me, my coach, my manager, DCOM, my teammates, my family. Like they make me feel confident. When I'm in that ring, when I'm about to do a ring walk, there's no doubt in me that I'm gonna come out with my victorious.
Yeah.
It's a team.
It's a team effort. People say they're self-made, but I don't believe in that. It takes a village to take you where you're gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, it's as an individual sport, the bell rings and you're alone. I mean, even though they tell you and they teach you and all the advice, you're there to solve
whatever's in front of you, right?
Whatever's in front of you. So I always, I like to ask if you think that boxing is a lonely sport in any way.
I mean, it is a lonely sport when it comes to like being in the ring when the bell rings, how you said. But I don't feel alone. Honestly, I don't feel alone, like, especially when all my people are in the building and my coaches, my support system is in the corner. Like, I got everything I need. And they give me the confidence, the knowledge. I just take it and project it up there.
Yeah.
Do you think in this social media era, it's easier or more difficult to become more known or raise your stock in boxing, get those bigger fights?
I think it's easier, but it has its up and downs, right? Because everybody's trying to get the spotlight. But I feel like it's beneficial, Like I try to promote myself in reels and posts, and it kind of helps. There's some people that don't know about you, and they come across one of your videos or a post, and they follow you, they ask questions, and they appreciate it.
Yeah.
DCOM, my team, like they're always trying to get videos. They're always trying to get videos of me and promote yourself, especially in camp. Trying to push your image out there and trying to show people a little bit behind the scenes and what we do. And I have fun doing it, honestly. Like when you don't have nothing else to do, you're on social media, coming up with ideas. It's pretty entertaining.
Did you have any, times where you wanted to give up, like as an amateur or as a pro, like, hey, I don't think this is for me?
Well, I mean, there's always a little thought behind your head, like something like maybe I went in over my head a little bit, like, cause I mean, it's a big dream. So like, we went through like a very tough time at the beginning, which is like the pandemic, when there was no fights. We still worked through it. We were at TJ stacking up our records and trying to, not really to stack up our record, but to stay active, because we knew that the doors were gonna open again and there was gonna be events in LA, and we wanted to be ready when the opportunity came, and we feel like we did that. We were active, we got the call, and we took advantage.
And you've been on almost every show.
Yeah, I'm grateful. Thank you to Tom Bloffner, Mike, and 360 Promotions for giving us the opportunity. And now April 14, we're gonna display our skills again.
Yeah, yeah.
And you said you lived in Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the WBC is huge in Mexico. Was that like the first place where you saw the green belt?
Me, I didn't know about boxing growing up. I knew my uncles did it, but when we came to LA and we saw boxing, that's the first belt that they put on screen, the WBC, the green belt, the belt that everybody dreams of. And one day, with my team and God's help, one day we're gonna have that green belt runaways.
That's awesome. Who was the first fighter you saw wearing it?
If I remember, it was Chavez. Yeah. That's the first guy that I liked how the old school one looked. I was like, I like how this one looks too, but the old school one looks I don't know.
Like the Adidas one or the one with the little chain?
Yeah, the one with the little chain. Yeah, that one looked cool. Yeah.
When you're looking for fights, what are you willing to do to get to the top 10, the top 15?
Honestly, I feel like we've been doing a good job on taking the fights that they offer us. I never shy away from a challenge. If they tell me you want to fight for a little small belt, whatever, I'll do it. Like, to me, I'm just I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to have the belt on my hands, and honestly, I'm never gonna shy away from an opportunity or from a challenge. Even
if they pick you as a side B?
I mean, if we ever go to a belt and I gotta go B side, hey, let's do it. I believe in my team, and I believe in myself. Exactly. That's what happens when you take challenges.
Exactly.
When you challenge yourself, when you push yourself.
Yeah.
He came in believing in himself, I bet, right? He had to come in. He didn't take the fight because he thought he was gonna lose. He wanted to, reach for the stars, and he did.
What puts you on that mindset? Because when a fighter loses, they say, "Oh, well, everyone has a bad night." How do you stay focused and not have that bad night?
It all starts with training. Training, how I said, like, training and my team and everything, those are the ones that fuel me to stay confident in what we do, because everything we do just doesn't happen. It's part of the plan. Whatever happens, it was part of the plan, and we go in there to be victorious. And I'm super confident in fight night. I'm super confident, super confident.
Yeah, and you have to be a boxer all year round.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's no boxing
like
season.
Yeah. You gotta stay ready.
You gotta stay
ready. Always, yeah.
How are you gonna do it? How are you gonna deal with those people whispering in your ear telling you they could do better?
I mean, I can't say too much about the future, but one thing I could say now that I have, that not only incorporated by them, but by my family, we always have a small circle, right? That small circle, if we don't know you, you're not related to anybody around us or benefits in a way, because there's some people that you're trying to come in and they're trying to leech off you or not even that, bring you down with them or some. So that's why we have like the small circle, and that's it. That's who stays. That's who brought me up here. That's how we made it this far. That's how he's gonna stick with me till the wheel falls off.
So right now, I mean, what's your biggest dream?
Well, honestly, who doesn't want a belt, right? Who doesn't want that green belt around their waist? But one of my biggest dreams is to take out my family from my neighborhood, take them somewhere safer, and to be financially free. Don't stress about the next day, the how you're gonna make ends meet or whatever. That's where I come from. Not everybody gets the opportunity, or how they call it, the token to make it out. And that's my biggest dream, to wake up when I'm 50 or whatever, and actually did what I was set to do, which is to make it out the neighborhood, pay it forward, and become world champ.
So, so tell us a little bit more now about this fight. What can we look forward to? How many rounds are you fighting? And
Well, this fight is gonna be April 14 on the 360 Promotions at the Commerce Casino. It's gonna be an 8-rounder, my second 8-rounder, and you can expect fireworks. I mean, I'm on tip-top shape. I'm ready now, and I'm gonna be more than ready fight night.
Fight night. And how can people get tickets for that?
There's gonna be tickets on sales on the website, or you could hit DM me on IG Trinidad_boxing, or you can't get a ticket. You can catch it on UFC Fight Pass.
Well, you were at the end of your last fight. You were ready right there.
I was ready.
I mean, 'cause
Hey, adrenaline pumping, man. Like they brought it in front of me. It was on sight, man.
You were already like heated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I take it personal when they call me out because this is a hurt sport, right? So when they call you out, they practically saying that they want to put hands on you. So where I come from, you call me out and you're in front of me, it's on sight, man. And that's why I'm very excited for this fight. I love the pressure. I love now that I'm gonna be the main event, even better. I can't wait to display my skills.
Well, you're representing an entire city. That's
Yeah,
East
Boyle
LA
Heights,
versus-
Boyle Heights.
Boyle Heights versus Compton,
Yeah.
right? He's from Compton, I think. That's gonna be.
He
crazy.
says. He says, right? He's from Downey.
Is he from Downey? Okay.
That's what I heard.
But you sell have you always sold tickets to your fight?
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. They're so quick. I'm glad I have a big following and people that support and believe in me, and I don't gotta stress about that. You know, like I just focus on my camp and the tickets sell themselves. I'm glad my city has my back. I have a good following, and you know, I don't gotta stress about it.
Yeah, and hopefully in the future, right now you have your city behind you. Next will be your country. You know, because there's a big pride in fighting for your country. Now, right now for your city, but is that like a big motivation for a fighter? You know, to have a.
Yeah, because like you feel like you're doing something right. You know, sometimes you're so focused on getting there, and you look back a little bit, and you see people supporting you. Is like, I mean, my city is supporting me. You know, and it feels good. You know, I expect that a lot more. Like when they see you kind of going up, you kind of expect hate, right? But I've been having nothing but love, and having a whole country behind me. Yeah, that'll be a dream.
Yeah. And are there rivalries between gyms?
I'm pretty sure there is. I mean, I don't really have rivalries anywhere, right? But
yeah,
but
maybe they're gonna organize sparring.
Yeah, well, every time you pull up, you're trying to prove themselves. I think it's more that they're trying to prove themselves, especially if you're making a name for yourself or making some kind of noise. They're trying to make an example, you know. They're trying to like show that they should belong there too, and I respect it, you know. Because I was when I go to the gym and they're gonna put me against a world champion, I gotta you know come in and show out.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I was telling Arnold the last time he was here that I love how you guys as stablemates support each other. Like you'll go to each other's fights. And se echan porras.
No, it's pretty cool. Like I appreciate him and his father for always attending at my fights, walking to me to the corner. And to me, it's a big inspiration, you know, because like you're having you see a stablemate that is there, is right there on the belt, and for sure he's gonna become champ soon. And I want what he has, so that's a big motivation, you know.
And then you guys are supporting women's boxing.
Yeah, of course, Gloria. Yeah. Like, we're supporting her. We're behind her 100%, and can't wait to see what she does for her career in the future. And I've been liking these cards that they have of the girls, like unifying championships or undisputed. Yeah. And honestly, I like watching girl fights. It's very entertaining. They always go all out, and that's cool to see. You know, that to see them evolve and all that, and the boxing. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. I enjoy watching girl fights, man. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. How about the predictions? You love predictions.
Okay, I love predictions. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Well, first of all, I want to say that 2023 has been an amazing year. I swear, every weekend I tell Pepe, fight of the year, Pepe. Fight of the year. Like Luis Neri, Assad. Did you see that fight?
I didn't see, but I seen highlights. I seen that.
Do you watch boxing?
Yeah, I do. But every now and then I watch it, but especially I watch more when it's my weight class. You know, like the Brandon Figueroa with Masagayo, I think it was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That one had my stomach hurting, like low key. Oh my gosh.
But they're entertaining fight. That's what I like. You know, like boxers now, I guess they're getting the they're getting to know that you got to give people what they want, and it's time to everybody to fight the best, you know, fight for the precision.
Yeah.
Right. Tomorrow's the Ryan Garcia-Gervonta Davis press conference. Who do you have in that fight?
I think it's a good fight for the fans. You know, it's a good fight. Ryan is lengthy and he's fast, and he has pop too. Gervonta has a whole hype behind him. You know, he's almost like a Mike Tyson. Every time you go in there, like, you don't know how he's gonna end up. You know, but honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna watch it like a fan and stay neutral. I just want to see what happens.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. Like, I don't know because I want to side with Ryan just cause he's Mexican, but I also want to side with Gervonta. I just want to see a good fight.
Okay, what about Plan Benavides?
They've been doing a good show out of the fight, but I'm gonna lean over to Benavides, the Mexican monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By what? KO or
KO, yeah. It's gonna be. I feel like Plan is gonna make it difficult for him just because the way his style, right? He's very elusive and stuff like that. But I think he'll catch him in the late rounds.
And if Canelo takes the fight, Benavides and Canelo, who wins?
Damn, that's a hard one. That's a hard one because like it's like the pound for pound with the upcoming. You know, like I don't know. I think I gotta lean over with Canelo. I think he's more experienced and I think he got what it takes to take Benavides out.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be a knockout, but it could probably go decision and stuff like that.
Oh, Jose Ramirez and Comey?
Ah.
That's going to be a title eliminator.
Comey is tough, but I think Ramirez takes it. The pressure probably will get to him.
What about if Barboza and Regis Prograis happens?
I mean, that's my boy. I'm riding with Barboza till the wheel falls off. Yeah, I want him to become champ, so I want to see that. I want to see if he fights him. I want to see his hand being held up with the green belt around his waist.
Okay, where
No
can
more
people
questions.
follow you on your social media?
You can follow me on IG on Trinidad_boxing.
Are you going to be doing any shirt giveaways or anything?
I don't. I said now I don't. We haven't really discussed that, but maybe so. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It'll help. It'll hype up. Yeah. Probably.
Do it. And how old are you?
27.
Oh, you can't do the youth title anymore. But when you go to 10 rounds, you can fight for a little regional title.
Okay.
You know?
I'm looking forward for it. Yeah. I want that championship belt, but we got to work towards it. So
Yeah.
patiently waiting. Yeah. Well, all I want to say is thank you for your guys' support, and come April 14, you're gonna see me victorious once again.